Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Jason Vargas is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one, was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
Now batting, Lorenzo Cain. He will lead this one off today.
Center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
Pitch on the way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
And he misses there, 1-2. Our temperature, not quite 60 degrees, 59 here at game time this afternoon. Hard hit ball to second. Cabrera's there. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. D-Row, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today. And they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
First delivery to him on the way. And the changeup is way low that time. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Hard on the ground toward short. Rosario's got it cleanly, and that's the second out.
Batting third, first baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan Braun now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and one the count to the Brewers' first baseman. This one's down to third. Right there is Reyes. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Jimmy Nelson, the right-hander out of the state of Oregon, gets the ball in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Stepping into the box, Michael Conforto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball 1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
3-2 pitch. And right into the shift. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. Right side and right into the shift. Villar on the grass, and there's 1 away. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball out toward left center field. Villar is right there to take it in, and on 1 pitch, that's all for Cespedes.
Batting third, first baseman, Tom.
Striding into the box, Todd Frazier, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. 2 out, nobody on. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
The 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Here's Jay Bruce now. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. He's batting .381, and of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1, here it comes. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Frazier leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Mets strand one. Still no score. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. First offering on its way. Here's a strike.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Little dribbler up the first baseline. That's a foul ball. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And another foul ball.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Thames behind 1-2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
Now the 2-0 home is in there for strike one. Here now the 2-2. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Vargas has his target. Here it is on 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Cabrera waits on it, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera.
Leading up for the Mets, second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Settling in now, Ahmed Rosario, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1 home. Popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
2-2. Here it is. Lined hard to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. Throw won't get him.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Cabrera, the runner at third. Rosario stands at second. No outs. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. The throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Row. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
He's set, and the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 1-0 pitch on the way. Sliders in for a strike. So 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
None out, runners at first and second. Travis d'Arnaud with an even 2-2 count now. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Here's the first pitch to him. Called strike over the outside corner.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way, and he fouls this one off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike. Conforto playing up the middle in center field in this one, although he is most often considered a left fielder. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Has a look, now the pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, D-Roll, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint. But what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. High in the air down the right field line. Yelich on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Now batting.
Here's Todd Frazier now.
Todd Frazier.
He's set. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
3 runs already home here. And that one stayed too low apparently.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
The 2-1. Takes this the other way to right. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Now batting, right fielder, Shea.
So 2 on with 2 away, And stepping in, the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper. 4 runs here in this half inning. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. Goes to third with it, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 home. A ball and a strike now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Mets 5 and the Brewers nothing. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 away in the inning now, and before we get too much further, let's take a look at where the Mets find themselves in the race for the National League East. Next for Milwaukee, Manny Pena. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Pitcher, Jimmy.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jimmy Nelson. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Vargas has his target. First pitch on the way. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Brewers sent packing on just 4 pitches. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ahmed Rosario, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, You can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 1-0 is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got to hurry, and there's one down now. And with one away, it's time to check the standings in the NL Central as you see where the Brewers find themselves entering action today. Digging in to try it again, Jose Reyes, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
1-0. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball one. The 1-0. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. And he'll lunge forward to take this ball in the air. So quick instincts there will foil the bunt attempt. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold a 5-0 lead. In now is Lorenzo Cain back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Bruce on the run. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 2-0 on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Vargas into the windup. First pitch on its way. Way in front of that fastball.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Three and 1.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
The 3-1. Taken, strike 2. You got a full count. The pitch. Fouled away. Now the pitch. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Another full count pitch home. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Ready for another chance? Jason Vargas. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed up a little high. Here it comes on 1-1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Thames is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Next for the Mets, left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Striding in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
1 ball, no strikes to count. On its way is pitch number 75. A ball and a strike.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
2 out, nobody on. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Still a ball and 2 strikes. He'll try again. 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Kane is under it. And that retires the side. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eric Thames. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
we're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Hit in the air to right field. Bruce giving chase. He's there and records the first out. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball 1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1 home. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. At the plate, Jonathan Villar. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Pitch on the way. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses. Strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Here's Todd Frazier now. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
First baseman, Todd Frazier.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Shea.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Looking at his career totals, Bruce hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one.
No strikes.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. And a beautiful knuckle curve in there for a called strike 3, and that will be out number 3. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Stepping into the box, Orlando Arcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Manny Pena, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
This at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. One out, nobody on. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Hernan Perez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 42, Hernan Perez.
And that misses ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And he misses again. 2-0. Pena leads off first with 1 away. Lifted in the air out to right. On the move is Bruce. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. In there for extra bases, and there goes the no-hitter. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so when he got the changeup, he was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
In is Christian Yelich. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is taken, strike one. The 1-1 is a sinker that misses for a ball. A 3-1 count to the Brewers left fielder. Line hard, but foul. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Frazier is there, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Brewers, number 42, Wade Miley.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
1 ball, no strikes.
The 1-0. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. The 1-2. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. The 2-2. The bounce it to the left side. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman, Jose.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jose Reyes. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First pitch on its way. And this will be fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Now Reyes awaits the 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. Reyes awaiting the 3-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike two. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but foul. Skied down the left field line. Thames sprinting after it, and this will find its way to the 335 sign. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Ready for another shot now, Travis d'Arnaud. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Darno hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Reyes stands at third with one gone in the inning. Popped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Digging in once again, Jason Vargas. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left on base. We're through 6 full. Mets out in front, 6-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Here's Ryan Braun now.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get.
But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
The batter, shortstop.
So striding forward now, Orlando Arcia. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Thames on third. VR at second with one away. Ball two.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Here's the 2-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 2-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Bruce has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they will not get him at the plate. He's in there to score, and it's a 6-2 game now.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Now at the plate, Manny Pena. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Vargas sets. Here it is on 1-0. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. And that one just missed outside. The 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Mets 6 and the Brewers 2. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Michael Conforto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Michael Conforto.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. The pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. There's a slider that can't catch the outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Rolled slowly to first. Cron is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
1-0.
The 1-0. It's the outside corner, strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. Smoke on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that keeps the inning alive for Jay Bruce.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home, and he fouls this one off.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Mets leave one. They lead it 6-2. Eric Sogard is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 42, Eric Sogard.
Soft liner towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a nice job there by the pinch hitter leading off the inning with a base hit, and it gives the top of the order something to work with. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Lorenzo Cain. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Now the 1-0. Chopper foul. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
The 3-1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Hit in the air down the right field line. Bruce on the run. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, and that's going to do it for Jason Vargas. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball stays outside. Sogard at third. Cain is at second with nobody out. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, look at the dive. He's out.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
In now, Ryan Braun. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And no advance. It's ball 1. Braun awaiting the 1-0. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is Cespedes. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
They seem to forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
Now batting, left fielder, Eric Thames.
Stepping in now, Eric Thames. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way. 2-1 now. Still only one out in the inning. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs. A solo shot down the line in right, and just like that, this ball game is all tied.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
The batter, third baseman, Travis Shaw.
Into the box, Travis Shaw, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Last time through was a base hit. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Now the payoff pitch home. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonathan.
Ready once again, Jonathan Villar. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. He's 1 for 5. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Two-0 count. The pitch is laid off, but in there for strike one.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And now they've got him picked off. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are all even at 6 apiece.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Milwaukee, number 42, Matt Albert.
Stepping up now as Dribble Cabrera. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
As Dribble Cabrera.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a strike. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Comes set, and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 0-2, here it comes. Ground ball right side. Braun right there, and a step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Ahmed.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the 2nd out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Into the box now, Jose Reyes. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in on it is Kane. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Seth Lugo will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Wilmer Flores will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 42, Wilmer Flores.
First offering on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Behind 0-2 now.
That's foul.
And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Manny Pena. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Lugo benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits, so you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. Now another 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
The 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Breaks his bat as this ball's lifted into the air. Cabrera calls for it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Up next for Milwaukee, pitcher
Stephen Vogt will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Stephen Vogt.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
2-2.
The 2-2 fouled off. Another try at 2-2. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
The 2-2 one more time. Line drive to left. But this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. So nothing happening this time around. A tie game headed to the last of the ninth. The Mets looking to celebrate in Queens. Jeremy Jeffress comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Jeremy Jeffress.
Ready for another chance? Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
From the stretch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
The second for 1, on to first, and they get the double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll watch a breaking ball that comes back to catch the outside corner for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here comes the 0-1. Just missed with a breaking ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Ready with the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Mets go down quickly. This game remains tied at 6. In now is Lorenzo Cain.
Leading off for the Brewers, center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And a full count to Cain. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The next 3-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Hit hard on the ground is short, and that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
The batter.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment. This guy came into the game ice cold, but after 3 knocks, to give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
In is Christian Yelich. There he goes. Strike taken. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Looking to get that go-ahead run over to third as he gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Digging in and looking for more, Ryan Braun. He has the possible go-ahead run only 90 feet away at third base. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Two balls and a strike to Braun.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the go-ahead run stays at third with one big out on the scoreboard now.
Now back, left fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Eric Thames. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go-ahead run at third with one away.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And to score is the runner from third. Now a 7-6 game.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Here's the first pitch to him. Yelich is running. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Yelich stands at second with 2 gone. Pulled toward right center field. Conforto is in pursuit. But it's over his head and jumps the wall for a ground rule double. And this game is tied.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and to make sure pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
The 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Ball even at 2-2. The 2-2 is on the ground to the right side and through. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll get back in safely. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. The 0-1 on its way. Started that swing a bit too early. From the belt, the pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Rosario brings it in. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Brewers 8 and the Mets 6. Corey Knebel enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th.
Corey Knebel.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And it's quickly 0-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. One out, nobody on. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Hit back up the middle. Garcia has it. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. Milwaukee posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Jeremy Jeffress claims the win out of the pen, his first. Corey Knebel wraps it up for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.